I do underground beauty shops or anything to do with YouTube. You already know I love supporting small stores out there, like this one right here. This thing is $30. The face brushes are legit. I gotta tell you guys, there was no highlighter in here. There was no highlighting brush in here, which I think a lot of companies should start putting into their kits. If you collect brushes, are a freelancer, or just love brushes whatsoever, this brush set is legit. Let me tell you guys that these are not your regular face brush sets. A lot of companies that I have reviewed have almost the same kind of kabuki and sizes and everything. Not this one. This one is so different. It comes with a little book regarding what the brushes does. I'm trying to get my brush with my foot. Is that even sanitary? They come with these little strips which help the brush keep its shape when you wash them. So you could reuse these like I do, because I know Walmart sells them for like 10 bucks or something like that. I'm not about to waste my money. These come with a dark brown case as so, with the rose gold zipper, and it has the name engraved right here, which it would have been so cool if it would have been Paris Love, but I mean, what good would that do to me, right? Let's just get started. Okay. Holy hell, this is legit. The handle itself on all the brushes are very small compared to other brushes I have, which is very particular for me because I mean, I am blind. So when I put my crap on my face, a small handle will do. I'm gonna just be banging on my mirror. You know what I'm saying? Blind people problems. This set is synthetic, if I did not mention that before. My powder brush right here. This powder brush is not dense whatsoever. These bristles are extremely soft and great to fill in any gaps when you're using powder. Sometimes you'll have wet patches and then dry patches all over the place. This one really does hold in the product because the bristles are not so tight together. Comparison to my rose gold collection from BH Cosmetics, the brush size is fairly different. The bristles on this one are more longer. The BH Cosmetics one is fake hair as well, but it's not as soft as this one. It makes it really badass when you actually working with powders. Next one is a contour brush, a very small contour brush if you ask me. Other contour brushes that I have, the bristles are a little bit more bigger. This is like a miniature contour brush when you really want to hollow out your cheeks, but it does not blend very well. So if you do want to blend out your contour, you do have to reach out for another brush, a more little bit fluffier brush, which I'll show you in a minute. This one I really like to work around your jawline to really define it, but other than that, it will not blend out very nicely. So set the contour, but you have to blend it out with possibly this brush right here. This blush is really nice to bronze up your skin, to blend out your contour. If you did a mistake on your harsh contour and you don't want to look like a damn Oompa Loompa, this shit would do. I think it's very big for blush. I like it more for contouring and to really sculpt out your face when you do bronzing. Next one in particular is a kabuki brush. A kabuki brush, I have a shitload. This one I really didn't get much use out of it. That's why it looks so new. It is not dense whatsoever. So when you do use it, you don't want to really pat on your face as much as you with the regular foundation brush because the bristles are so soft. You don't want to lift up your brush as much as you would a regular brush. If your foundation dries up really fast, you do have to pounce it on a lot because the bristles are not that strong. So this one is an okay brush for me in that matter. My favorite brush of all time in my whole makeup stash, I do not have a brush like this puppy right here. This puppy does everything besides highlighting. For blush, this one is the right size just to get in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like the mini me of this one right here. This one you could set your under eye, dust off any product that you have on if you're setting your face or if you're baking. Very great for that because it's not big that you'll like dust more than your face off. You know what I'm saying? You could also put your concealer on and blend it out so perfectly fine. Do a little spritz of your toner or whatever you use and damn, you'll be good to go. Alright, so the first one is a blending brush or fluffy brush in this kit. You know the color that you would put in the beginning? It does not work for a transition color. It is not big whatsoever, but this one I would consider more to put in the crease when you do a darker color than the transition, or to put in the outer edge of your eye because it is small enough for that as well. If you are working your eyeshadow way in the inner part, it really does blend out the color very fine. It's a good brush, but not a starter fluffy brush, if you know what I mean. And if I always said, if you get a kit that has eyeshadow brushes and they do not come with a fluffy brush, don't get that kit. The next brush is a regular eyeshadow brush. It is a shader brush. You could use it on your eyelid. You could also put concealer on this and actually define and clean up the edges when you're trying to put a pop of color in your eyelid. Actually pack on the shadow. It's a very great packer brush. The next one is a dome brush. I would not consider this as an eyeshadow brush for two reasons. It is so dense, it doesn't work as a transition shade brush, and it doesn't work as a crease brush because it is a little bit bigger for the crease. I would consider this though to use to conceal your eyes of any veins and to spot treat your face. This shit will do because it is a really nice size. If you have a pimple, you could just go ahead and cover this up with this brush. So like I said, I would consider this one more as a face brush, not so much as an eyeshadow brush. The next one is a concealer brush. This concealer brush does have the edges cut out and a pointy side. Reminds me so much of my Sonet Kashuk brush. I use this one to actually define my brows by concealing the bottom and cleaning up the edges. This thing will do that. It's exactly the same, just way smaller. You could also clean up your lipstick with this because it does have some harsh edges, and this one does pack on your shadow as well, and to work that crease really does give you that detail in the eyes. The last two are angled brushes. One is smaller than the other one. The smaller one, you obviously know you could use this for your brows and to do the eyeliner, the wing liner, or to use gel with. And the big one is if you have thicker brows, if you want to clean up the edges around your mouth or lipstick, that will do great as well. And you could also use to do more makeup art when you want to do that big cat eye that everyone loves, or when you want to define the bottom lash line. This brush is the shit to do that. Overall, they are good quality in the face range brushes. I did find these for $75 off a site that's called Crush Cosmetics, and these are exactly the same ones, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? This one, just because the brushes are so smooth and very unique, I really did enjoy using these a lot. I have their links down below, and this is small business. If you guys are new to my channel, you know that I support small businesses. And that's everything I have to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and share and like. I'm gonna bounce. It's a heat, you guys. It's fucking hot up in this bitch. Bye.